Hey guys, I'm on my way to work and I thought let's turn my GoPro on, let's record a quick video. I'm going to work. As you can see, the road is not in bad condition, even though there is some snow, and the temperature, it's just 22 degrees. And the reason for this video today is for the tires. That's the topic. I decided to change tire, and when I got my BMW G82, I lost the tire lottery and I got Pirelli P0 rather than Michelin. But no complaints, honestly. I really enjoyed the tires. I enjoyed the tires, and I wanted to let everyone know, everyone that is probably waiting on a G80 or G82 and that is concerned about the Pirelli P0. What I can tell you is that when I was in Alabama, I brought it to a racetrack, and also I did some test 0-60, and I hit 3.1 seconds with Pirelli, with just my Pirelli. I know that some people were a little bit concerned about the performance of the Pirelli, and in my personal opinion, Pirelli did not work bad. They were not a bad deal. Probably they were not at the same level of Michelin, but again, I ran my 0-60. I got 3 seconds shy, 3.1 seconds. That's in my personal experience. And by the way, meanwhile, I'm showing you a little bit around the cabin while I talk. So the other day I decided to change tires only because here in Colorado it can get quite cold, and sometimes it snows, as you know. Now, fortunately, as you can see, the snow is not going to it's going to melt quite easily. Like after a couple of days, usually the snow goes away. But meanwhile, my concern was, okay, I need to go to work, and my commute is not very long, but it's still around 10-12 minutes. We talk about 7 miles. And one day I remember I went to work and I had my Pirelli P0 summer tire, and guys, it was unmanageable. There was no way to go straight with that tire setup. When it's cold, those tires of course struggle, and they have all the rights to do so, but struggle with temperature. And I remember that even when it was dry, the asphalt, when I accelerated a little bit more, the traction control kicked in, of course, and with the snow, and that happened even when it was dry, completely dry, but cold, very cold. And now what I can tell you is that when it snowed, there was of course no way to use those tires. The car, I was not able to brake easily. I was not able to even to turn. I mean, any time that I accelerated a little bit was a drift. And again, it makes perfectly sense, right? Because those are summer tires. Absolutely, yes. Also, another thing that I wanted to share with you in terms of comfort, riding comfort. With my Pirelli P0, anytime I was driving here in Colorado, where the asphalt is not super perfect, as probably many of you experience in places where it gets very cold, right? The asphalt is never perfect, and with my Pirelli P0, the ride was not comfortable at all. Anytime I heard like ta 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 ta, all the lines on the asphalt, that now in a few seconds I can show you what I'm talking about, because here I know there is a spot where usually that's rough. But with those tires, the ride was quite uncomfortable. Now, the other day I said, okay, you know what, I need to put some either summer tire or all-season tire. The only point is that winter tires, yes, perfect deal. If you get a set of Michelin Climax winter tires just for the winter, and then you swap to your summer tires, that's of course the perfect setup. Nothing to say, that's the best deal. But it might be quite expensive, and also those tires, those winter tires, in my experience, if you run them in a warmer climate, like if during spring or getting close to summer, you really like burn them out quite easily. Same for your summer tire. Now in my car I have 4100 miles, and my summer tire are almost done, almost gone. 4,000 miles. I think I have 20-30% left in my tread. So they're not gonna last much. Again, it is true, you don't buy a G82 or G80 or G82 to of course to run a set of tire for 35,000 miles or 40,000. I agree with that, but 4,000 miles and I don't drive like an idiot seems quite low. And so I arrived to a point where I said, hey, you know what, rather than having to swap my tires back and forth, let's just get all season. Also, here in where we are in Denver, it never gets unmanageable when it comes to snow. It's never a situation where you deal with a lot of snow every day. Here it snowed a little bit, they clean the road, and then you're ready to go. However, my concern was, let's say that I go to work, the road is perfect condition, it snows a lot. When I get off work, well, at that point what do I need to do? I need to probably try to survive back home. So I didn't want to deal with anything like that. And since, again, I don't deal with heavy snow every day, I said, let's put some more season. And I decided to put the Michelin Palo Sport for us. I got them a few days ago, and I wanted to share with you guys my impression. So that is a video of first impression, then I can come back. First, this is the asphalt I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you see those lines on the roads that makes the ride a little bit uncomfortable. Now, as you can see, or probably feel, yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but with my Pirelli P0, since those are summer tires, are way harder, it was very rough. Like I felt like the ride was like tata. You felt very I don't know how to explain a rough ride. With those tires, I can feel that the ride is a little bit more comfortable. That's something to highlight. Of course, the fact they are more comfortable translates into less performance when you go on your racetrack. That's for sure. Or when you drive fast in a turn. I don't do crazy things with my car. I brought it once to a racetrack, but so for me it's not a huge deal. For me, probably it's better to have a comfortable ride every day rather than feel the pain every day and then enjoy 1 or 2 days when I go to a racetrack. So the first feeling is that those tires provides a more comfortable ride, that's for sure. Second feeling, the traction. Nothing to say. I tried them on the snow, and what I can tell you is that of course you don't have the traction that you have on a dry road. Of course, you don't have the traction that you have with just a winter tire. That's for sure. So on the snow, if you brake, of course it takes a little bit to go down to a full stop now. But it's completely another life when compared to the summer tire. Completely another a different situation. If it snows, I can go to work. I need to be careful, but I can go to work. The car is gonna manage properly. It's gonna have the proper traction to brake in a safety manner, and of course to move, to accelerate. Now my car, as you know, is an all-wheel drive, which makes a difference when it comes to acceleration. But in my opinion, the big deal is always about braking. Can your car brake in a timely fashion? And yes, the answer is yes. I feel comfortable with those tires. Also, something that I noticed is that the other day I was driving on a cold, I think there were 30 degrees and it was raining. I floored it and the car had really a lot of traction. I mean, those are all season tires, but they are still Michelin tires, and so you guys know what we are talking about. So good impression so far when it comes to the comfort of my ride. Also good impression when it comes to the traction. I have not run a 060 test yet, but when I floored it with the old tires, when it was very cold, even if it was dry, there was always a traction control on, kicking in. With those tires, when I floored it on a dry road, it was really like full of traction, full of traction, and full of grip, maybe it's better to say. So no complaints there. And now I will probably upload, if you guys are interested in, I will upload another video on my with providing you more details, and maybe running a 060, or we can probably do an acceleration. But so far I'm very happy, very happy about the result.